So if you've followed me for any length of time, you know that this is the Atlantic Ocean across the street from my house. And I go over here every single solitary morning. And this is how it started today. So I walk out here this morning to do a little prayer and turn my head. And he's sitting right there. Just sitting right there. Not 10 feet away from me. How amazing is that? Now again, if you've been a long-time follower of this YouTube channel, you know that I have a predilection for videotaping and searching for owls. And I've checked for owls absolutely every place in the United States of America. And once again, one turns up right in front of my face. So if you want to see this footage, which is incredibly up close and personal with a snowy owl, probably like you've never seen before, you're going to want to sit back, you're going to want to relax, and you're going to want to check this out. I'm telling you, it's an owl. He's right there.
Yeah, something's moving.
It's an owl.
Come on, he's that big?
Look. Buoy number 11, they seem to like.
That's 11?
Yep. He's big.
Is he?
Yep. So I've been making videos for about 12 years on YouTube, on BitChute, on private websites, etc., etc. And the most difficult thing in the world to get on video is an owl. Because A, cameras don't like to work in the dark, and B, owls are very, very tough to see. You have to hear them give a call at least once and then kind of zoom in on them like sonar. That's what I do, at least, and I have pretty good luck with it, but you never get up close and personal, unless, of course, we're talking about something like a pair of great horned owls that are mating and you happen to stumble upon them. But even with these two, I'm on the side of a mountain. I don't have a tripod and my camera is zoomed all the way out. So it's good footage, but it's not ideal. It's very rare you can get an owl to sit still, unless of course it's a barred owl. Not a barn owl, a barred owl. And these guys don't seem to care if you're standing there whatsoever at all. And that was the case right here. But the snowy owl is one of the most beautiful owls out of all of them, in my opinion. And if you can get close, you can get close, but chances are you're going to catch them in flight and in the dark, even though, like the barred owl, they're diurnal, meaning they don't hunt strictly at night. They do hunt during the day. And again, I just finished a video that's up on this channel right now that was pretty well received, and it showed 18-20 minutes of snowy owls. But this video is going to show you one where I basically walked right up to him. I didn't even know he was there. He was right next to my face, 8 feet away. Usually you're stuck at nighttime trying to find a white spot on a dark ocean sandy beach. It's very, very difficult, but I've been doing it since I know that they're in town. But every morning, without fail, I walk across the street to the Atlantic before anybody's out and about, and it's very peaceful, and that's where I go to pray. And this morning, this is what happened. I'm standing over there for a good minute solid, and I finally finish my prayer, and I turn my head, and he's sitting 8 feet away from my face. And I couldn't believe it. I was astonished. I was thinking maybe he left town, maybe he wasn't around anymore. I've been following this guy and two of his friends on the island for about a month. But two things. I wasn't even going to go down there this morning. And the second thing is he was down there long enough that I went home and got my good camera, because what you just saw was with my cell phone. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm walking on a seawall about 7 inches wide, under a fence that has a dog that's trying to see me, the one that was barking earlier. I'm literally walking right up to this guy with a Canon EOS R6 with a 70 to 200 millimeter f2.8 zoom lens. I'm right in his face, basically. But I think he knows me. But this isn't the same one that I get all the time. You can tell by the coloring around the facial disc. One of them has a lot of white on the back of its head, and one of them has a lot of black on the back of its head. It's hard to tell. And I call them he because they're probably both females or immature males, because the mature males are the ones that are pure white with just a little black speckling on them. Yeah, I do know that stuff. How weird is that? I love it, though. Now, trying to spot one of these guys out here is next to impossible because it's been in the single digits. The Atlantic is freezing, and this is just like the Arctic tundra. So the snowy owls love this because they mate and raise their young on the Arctic tundra. This is very similar right now, but I was very fortunate to catch a glimpse of them sitting right next to me. This has happened to me more than 3 times in this lifetime thus far, so it's pretty amazing. And the funny thing is the seagull was acting exactly like the crows. Just sitting there and squawking and squawking and squawking to try to ward off the snowy owl, much like the crows did a couple of weeks ago when the snowy was on somebody's roof. You can see right here where he takes off. You see the blood on the snow? He just made a morning kill, so that's probably why he's so relaxed in letting me videotape him. I've done a lot of things in this particular lifetime, and one of my favorite things that's brought me the most internal joy, hands down, is getting beautiful creatures like this on film and then showing them to people like you. But sadly, if it doesn't have anything to do with boobs, beer, or guns, nobody seems to really care. So it's sad. At any rate, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like, share, and subscribe. And if the creek don't rise and the good Lord's willing, I'll post another one as soon as I can. But ladies and gentlemen, the creek is rising.